everyone, my name is Vanne. I'm a Bible worker and missionary, and you might remember me from this video. But today, I'm here to interview my good friend and blogger, Dominic. So Dominic, here are 10 questions I would like you to answer.
Hey guys, and thanks Vanessa for these questions. I look forward to this interview, as it were, across the country. She's in Michigan right now. I'm over in British Columbia, and we're going to try to do this interview across the nation.
What's your philosophy of life? As in, what's the purpose of life?
I think the purpose of life is to try to understand who God wants me to be and to become that person, to surrender to Him so that He can make me into that person. Helping others in their times of need, teaching them how they can become the person that God wants them to become in any way we can help others. That's my purpose in life.
What are you most thankful for?
I am most thankful for my mother. She is so loving and caring. So many people don't have mothers like that in their lives. She has done her best to teach me through the years. She homeschooled me through grade 10. She's still teaching me to this day. She's always giving me wisdom and advice.
What's your favorite Bible story and why?
Believe it or not, I think Samson is my favorite Bible story. I have lots of favorite Bible stories, but we're gonna go with Samson for today. Samson, why I think is because even though, so Samson started out like this super strong guy, right? Just amazing. God used him all the time. And then he got into a bad relationship. A whole bunch of things went wrong with his life. He ended up losing his eyes. Everything was bad. And it would be so easy to feel like God had just given up and that he should just give up. But instead, as his hair started to grow back, God still gave him that strength to be able to end up killing off his enemies. And I think that that's a really powerful lesson, that even though we've made mistakes and we've been through bad experiences and we feel like we're kind of like nothing, that God can still use us.
What has your personal Christian journey has taught you about God so far?
My journey has been interesting. I think everyone's journey has been interesting. I think two things that I've learned is, number one, that God can use anyone who's willing, at least. He doesn't necessarily call the qualified, he qualifies the called. And the second thing would be that trials are often unseen blessings. Even some of the worst ones that you'd think nothing positive could come out of. I've been able to list things, of course hindsight's 20/20, but that out of each rough period of my life, I've been able to look back and find the gems, the things that God was teaching me through those periods of time.
What qualities do you admire in a person and why?
So I made a bit of a list here. Let's see. Genuineness, genuine love, genuine connection with God, blatant honesty, that's for sure. I'd rather you just be out there, because I'm going to just be out there and we could just both be honest together. One thing that I've noticed is I really appreciate people with initiative, like that are trying to be leaders in their life, in their sphere of influence. People who just take the ball and run with it. People who are organized. That's really important to me too.
According to your own opinion, why is it that people still reject God?
I guess two things. Number one, that people don't really feel their need of God. I think that's a big one. And also that God hasn't been represented properly by his people to the rest of the world. That there's still a lot of selfishness, a lot of un-Christ-likeness in his people, and that gives a bad taste in other people's mouth for it.
How has blogging affected your own spiritual growth and those around you?
Well, I think in my spiritual life, it's made me more intentional. Like, so you have to like plan something, you have to sit down with your camera, you have to do it. It made me more intentional overall, but also more intentional in my worship time. It also helps keep my own gratitude fresh. When I get the chance to go back and look over some of those old videos or whatever, I relive those memories, and it just reminds me of how amazing God is to give me these experiences. Vlogging isn't just a creative outlet for me. It is a creative outlet, but it's also been a significant tool in my tool belt to be able to help other ministries make those promo videos to just to do various things like that, where they can reach more people, reach them in that particular way through video. It's a very effective method, and it's been a really good tool in my tool belt to be able to film and edit videos like this. As far as it affecting those around me, I don't know that it affects them that much. They definitely, like my parents, they enjoy watching them, they're blessed by it. I think they might be a little bit more conscious of me when I have a camera. But in general, yeah, they just enjoy it. It doesn't affect them too much.
Do you feel the eagerness to record anything that happens around you all the time?
You know, I used to. I used to be really trigger happy. And then, I don't know, I'd have so much stuff to sort through. Now I have the opposite problem, actually. Now I'm finding that I'm filming way, way less. In fact, I get home with the footage that I got and I'm missing big pieces of the puzzle. Which is a little bit frustrating when I'm trying to edit, but I think overall I am more present in those moments when I'm not filming. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. If I am gonna film something, I like plan ahead of time and say, okay, this trip, maybe I'm going alone, I'm not gonna be making that many memories. Then, okay, I'm gonna film this, do that, and like plan it out so that I get the shots that I need. I guess it depends on what it is, I guess.
What's the most daring thing you've ever done as a Christian, and would you do it again?
Oh, the most daring thing. I guess it was when my mom and I went to Bolivia. It was just her and I. We had almost no plan. We did have a plan, and then it got totally rearranged for us when we arrived there. Thankfully, we actually got picked up from the airport, because there have been people that have gone there and didn't even get picked up. But yeah, so my mom and I went, just the two of us, flew all the way down there, spent 4 months in Bolivia. It was incredible. She and I, she taught English and I helped her a little bit, and then I taught violin. We did a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning, a lot of just loving up the students there, playing soccer with them, whatnot. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Like, I wish that I could be on a mission trip right now. Can't travel right now at all because of Corona, but I wish that that I could go back to the mission field. I've been also to the Philippines and Grenada, and there's a little piece of my heart left behind every time I go on a mission trip. It's just such an amazing experience. By the way, Vanessa, who's been asking me these questions, she's a friend of mine that I just met like a year ago, but we really bonded, And I'm so excited that she had this idea. It's going to be really cool. We're going to make it like a bit of a series. So I want to tell you what Marturia means. Let me look it up. We got this idea from Revelation 12 verse 11, which says, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. That word testimony is Marturia. It's number 3141 in the Greek section of Strong's. And it says, witness, testimony, record, report. What one testifies, testimony, i.e. before a judge. So eyewitness. So maybe next time I'll be interviewing her. We'll see how that goes. But it'll be around that theme, that central theme of Marturia. About our own testimonies, what that means to us, what that means to you, the viewer, and what that means in the grand scheme of things. See you next time.